Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Wagon Homestead. So, in today's video, I wanted to show you the garden and also going to do homemade pumpkin puree for the first time. So, there we go. Obviously, I'm brewing coffee. It is 10:13 in the morning. I've been up since like 7:40-ish, somewhere around there. But I didn't really want to get out of bed. It's my day off, and it's Sunday. I'm gonna chill out a little bit, you know. But type of coffee is the Dunkin' Falling for Maple coffee. I've never had this because usually I don't buy Dunkin' coffee. I mean, like, it's good. Like, their vanilla one is amazing, but I'm a sucker for Starbucks. I got pumpkin spice. I have their maple pecan. And like from Dunkin', I have their cinnamon coffee, or I don't know. But it's okay. It ain't nothing special. And then Starbucks has a fall blend this year that I really, really like. So, and for those of you who are new here, that and that, those are not holes. The paint is just peeling. So, no need to worry. Yeah, so the type of pumpkins that I have are these. I have two of these. These are pie pumpkins. And I bought these at Walmart for, I think it was like $2.97 or something a pumpkin. But I didn't grow any pie pumpkins this year, and the pie pumpkins really got taken over from the mildew and the squash bugs, and then towards the end blight really took hold. So the pumpkins didn't last long, which kind of made me sad. So but yeah, so I've never made pumpkin puree before, and I've always wanted to try it. So we're doing that today as I'm gonna drink my coffee. And then over here I have some wax melts. So I already demolded these, like taking them out of the mold. And this one is Apple Festival, and this one is Pumpkin Pie. And I'm currently doing a restock on all of my wax melts and such, and I'm still waiting for jars. So the Christmas line will be late. So like I ordered candle jars like 2 weeks ago from a company that I've been going through since I started this business. And it never takes them this long to ship, because I ordered them like 2 weeks ago. And they're not going to be here till, well, when you guys see this, it'll be this week. But for me, it's next week. But, yeah, so for starters, the oven is set at 400 degrees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the tops off of these pumpkins. And I'm going to scoop out the seeds and do roasted pumpkin seeds. And then we're going to roast these skin side up. So like this needs to be facing you when you put this on. And yeah, we're going to roast these at 400 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. And then put it in a blender. And that's it. So, but I'm going to get these started and get the dog fed and start with coffee. And then I will show you guys the garden. Okay, so the pumpkin is done. I will show you what that looks like. So everything's already been pureed, but you peel the skin off. And you'll know when the pumpkin is done because you can put a knife or a fork through it. And there's no give. It just instantly goes in without any budging. I'm actually going to put this in the compost pile. and it can help for next year's garden. Over here, I saved all the seeds from both of the pumpkins, and I am going to clean these off and roast them and do a mix of like salt and pepper pumpkin seeds. And I was thinking about trying something different and doing like cinnamon and sugar, or maybe like pumpkin spice. Oh, I don't know, sounds good. And here we have the pumpkin puree. So I have a magic bullet, and I just took small batches, and make sure you cut your pumpkin up into smaller pieces. And I put it in there and just blended it, and it's pureed. We got 6 cups for 2 pumpkins. And yeah, it actually went really, really well, so I actually cannot wait to make pumpkin bread and pumpkin pie, because I think I'll just have enough for both of those recipes. And those are 2 of my favorite things. And if I have to, I will just go to the store and buy another pumpkin and process it. And we'll get some more pumpkin stuff, because I low-key really want to make some pumpkin cookies this year for Christmas too. Also, if y'all already have like your Christmas baking planned out, leave it in the comments below. I want to know what you guys are making. But yeah, so let's jump into the rest of the video of going outside, and I'll show you all the garden. Okay, so over here, I have the herbs, and we've had some pretty cold nights recently. Like, it's dropping down into like the low 40s and such, and we're having like high 50s as the day. And for those of you who don't know, I'm in zone 6B. Over here we have parsley, which I definitely need to harvest, and we have some more basil. And it's been very interesting to see the stems of the basil go woody. I've never been able to have basil long enough to where like you see it go woody and such, and it's been like so interesting to watch and see throughout this growing season. Here is the compost, and we have a tomato growing. It ain't gonna do nothing, but we have a tomato. Here we have a really pretty water droplet. But this is one of my collard greens. This is the happiest plant for the collard greens. Definitely the happiest one. But I'm very excited to harvest these later this year. For those of you who don't know, collard greens are a cold weather leafy green, and they are one of the hardiest winter plants. So here are the peas, and we have some pea pods. The heat really got to these, because for a minute there we were having warm weather again. Over here we have the peppers, and specifically these are the yellow pencils, but to me they look a little bit more orange. But yeah, we haven't really gotten many peppers this year. But you know what, that's my fault, because I planted them way too close together. Then we have Miss Luna standing on top of her house, living her best life. And the garden is still, like, the flowers are alive. This thing has gotten even bigger. I'm gonna have to look at, like, previous videos, like, when I first planted this, and, like, really look at how much it's grown. I know it's a lot, so. But, the hydrangeas have died back. They have for a while. And, Miss Luna sticking her little tongue out. Luna! She's so cute. I love her. Here we have the zucchini plant. And we did have a zucchini on here, and it mysteriously disappeared. I was so excited because we were finally getting a zucchini. And, well, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went at all. So I'm going to come on back here. And, of course, we have tomatoes, and it's the end of the season. But, these are the Cherokee purples. All of this is Cherokee purples. And you know what? I never put them up, and that's my fault. But you know what? It's all good.
Right there, that is the pink lemonade blueberry bush, and I don't know what's going on with it. It's losing all of its leaves, and I've never grown that variety, so I don't know if they're supposed to do that around this time of year. Still have the watermelon, and it's flowering, and we have a baby watermelon. Why has everything been so late this year? It's ridiculous. So back here we have more collard greens. That one is getting eaten alive by something. In fact, all of these are getting eaten alive. The only good collard green was the first one that I showed you guys. Here we have the cucumber plant, and I just harvested a massive cucumber off of here again. Again, do not know how I missed it, but I missed it. Here we have the beans, and I just harvested some beans. The second harvest of beans is not going very well at all, and I did finally have the opportunity to taste the tongues of fire bush beans. I'm not really a fan, so I mean, maybe they're just supposed to be cooked, I'm not sure, but having them raw, they're disgusting. So I don't know if I want to grow them again. Here we have the Page Mandarin orange tree, and we already harvested one orange off of here, and it actually tasted really good. This one is about ready to be picked, and honestly, I need to buy some grow lights, because this has to come inside soon. Lily pads haven't really done much. They're just doing their thing. They're dying back for the season, because again, it's October. Over here we have the mums with the fall display, and the mums, I don't think I ever showed you guys the corn stalks, but yeah, we have corn stalks now too. But the mums are looking fabulous, absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I think this is pretty cute. And then we'll go check out some tomatoes. So here we have the pink ox heart, which is green and the plant is dying. And here we have the black cherry tomatoes. They're a grape tomato variety. I got 2 of those. And that's it for tomato. So obviously I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I understood the issue with the tomatoes this year, and my fault. I get that. It happens. But what I'm not understanding is why everything else has taken so long this year. Unless the issue is the same for all the plants. This tree. And the shed. And the garage. That is blocking so much light. Luna literally looks like Snoopy. This is what she does. She loves being outside, and she'll play with her ball that she has right there, and then she'll sit on her house. And she'll stay there until it rains, and then she will go in the house or just stand outside in the rain and look like a sad dog. But either way, 99% of her day, she's sitting on top of that house watching everything. It's the cutest thing to see. But yeah, so obviously light is an issue with that tree, and we want to save up and get it trimmed down a lot. That way, for next year, hopefully most of the light problem would be solved. Obviously it's not going to be ideal, and it's definitely not going to be perfect at all. But at this point, anything can help, because this is the second year in a row I didn't get tomatoes due to a light problem. And everything that grown over here didn't do the greatest because of the light problem. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be making a video later, probably after I harvest the collard greens and such, which we got a little bit. But I'll probably do a video talking about my lessons that I've learned this year and accomplishments of this year. And then I'll probably make a separate video of my plans for next gardening season. Because, in my head, it's kind of time to start thinking about that. You know, getting everything prepped for next year and all of that. Like, one of the things I have to do for next year is remove this trampoline. Because this whole spot I'm going to be gardening in next year, in theory. Which will be nice. So, that's why I've been saving up on a lot of compost, so I can cover this whole area with compost. And I would like to ideally also cover it with the leaves that I know that we're going to be getting. And get it prepped for next year. So, alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, and if you didn't see my last video, go check it out. I had a lot of fun making jam. But yeah, thank you guys, and also for those of you who want candles or wax bombs, I'm doing the best that I can of trying to get everything restocked and the Christmas stuff done. But Christmas isn't going to be released until November because my jars still are not here and I ordered them 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so thank you guys. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. And I also have a Facebook page for this channel. It's just Wagon Homestead, and I don't have an Instagram for it, but I have a Facebook. But I think that's going to wrap everything up. I don't think I have anything else to cover for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys who watch, and especially watching my videos all the way through. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.